your shoulders up, back and down, away from your ears a few times. And then come to stillness. Close your eyes if that's comfortable for you. And we'll begin the way we always do, by establishing a connection with the breath. So start to deepen your breath. Looking for an expansion through your entire torso as you breathe in. And allowing yourself to empty completely and soften as you breathe out. The duration and the intensity and the speed of this is going to be different for everybody. But I would encourage you to deepen the breath, to slow it, and also to look for softening with each exhalation. You know where you hold your tension. So you can bring awareness to those areas. See if you can consciously relax them with every exhalation. Notice the earth under your hips. Feel that support, that steady, unwavering support beneath you. Give yourself permission to be here for the next hour, to work on breath and movement and stillness, all of the things that will help make us more centered and more grounded as we move through the rest of our day. If you care to set an intention for your practice today, you can take your hands to your heart or press one hand over the other. Call to mind your simple intention or your dedication. Make it a conscious thought. Take a full deep breath in through your nose. Exhale, soften, let it go. Do that one more time. Fill up as much as you can. And then sigh it out. Release your hands down to your thighs, and you can blink your eyes open if they weren't open before. And start to take some circles here with your torso. We're going to go in both directions. So you can round the spine and then push the chest forward. Just warming up through the spine a little bit. Switch directions when you're ready. And then come back to a neutral spine. Sit up tall, drop your chin to your chest, interlace your fingers behind your head and let your elbows drop down towards your lap. Find length through your cervical spine this time, releasing any tightness you're holding in your neck. Pull your crown back up and slide your hands to your shoulders, taking circles with your elbows like you're painting big zeros on the walls with your elbows. Go both ways. And then drop your hands down next to you. Plug in and press your left hand down to the ground. We're going to take the right arm up and over the head for a side body stretch. And then we'll do it on the other side. Inhale through center, exhale, reach up and over. Let's do that once more on each side. So finding length through the side body as you reach. And then coming back through center, reaching the other way. Come back to neutral. Let's lean back on our hands here. Send our legs out in front of us and take a quick little boat pose here. Lift your toes, take a breath in, and then as you exhale, kiss your toes to the ground. Let's do that a few more times. Inhale to lift. Exhale, drop. One more time. Lift and drop. This time, bring the soles of the feet together. Make a butterfly shape with your legs. Reach up high in the inhalation, and then take your left hand across. We're going to take a twist. So coming out to spider fingers with your right hand, start to send your gaze over your right shoulder. Lengthening on the inhalation, twisting on the exhalation. And then we'll go the other way. Big deep breath in, find your twist. And then back through center, reach up. We're going to take an easy forward fold. Drop your head, drop your hands. Coming back up through your neutral spine, make your way onto hands and knees. And we'll start by taking organic movement, circling the hips around. Go in both directions. You can drop your chin to your chest if you want to. Anything that feels natural. And we'll make our way to some cat-cows. So stacking your joints, press your palms firmly into the mat. Inhale to drop the belly down, look up gently. Exhale to round the spine. Let's do that a few more times. Go at your own pace here. And then after your next round, we'll find a neutral spine and come to child's pose, toes together, knees wide, hips come all the way back, reach out long in front of you and drop your forehead to the mat. Making your way back to your table pose. We're going to bring the knees back under the hips and then step into plank. Coming to downward facing dog, hips to sky. Inhale, find your nice strong plank pose. Come through firmly with intention. And then as you exhale, come up. Do it again, nice and firm with control, but also breathing. It's a big breath in. And then a full breath out. One more time. Let's come into plank. This time from plank, drop your knees to the mat. Make your way onto your belly. Give me a little tiny baby cobra peel. And then as you exhale, use the strength in your arms to come back to downward facing dog. Come up onto the balls of the toes as you lift your heels high. Stretch the toes. And as you exhale, drop the heels down. Let's do that a couple more times. Inhale to lift. Exhale to drop. One more time. Lift. And drop. This time we'll start to tiptoe the feet forward. We're going to come into a forward fold. Uttanasana. Come out wide with the feet. Bend the knees a little bit. Soft through the knees. Ragdoll. Shake it out. Sway your weight from side to side. Front to back. Allow your head to really hang heavy here. Relax your hands down to the mat. Start to walk your feet right under your hips. You're going to bend into your knees a little bit and sweep all the way up. Fingertips to the sky, palms together, hands to the heart, mountain pose. Take a moment to settle in, to plug in with your feet, and to bring weight equally into both feet, finding your balance. Inhale, lift up high. Exhale, forward fold, soft knees. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale to fold. Left foot steps back to lunge, coming onto the ball of the back foot. Drop the back knee, untuck the back toe, and sweep it up, low lunge. Come right back down, bring your hands to frame your front foot. Tuck your back toe, lift your back knee. Plank pose, downward facing dog. 2 breaths here. Look to the top of the mat, step the right foot forward, left foot meets it. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale to fold. Inhale to come up. Exhale to come right back down. Inhale to lengthen halfway. Exhale to fold. Right foot steps back, coming onto the ball of the right foot. Drop the knee, untuck the toes, sweep up, low lunge, press the hips forward, and then exhale to drop the hands down. Tuck the back toe, lift the back knee, plank. Exhale, down dog, 2 breaths. Look to the top of the mat, left foot steps forward, right foot meets it. Lengthen halfway and fold. Let's come all the way back up, reach for the sky. Come all the way back down, reach for your toes. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale to fold. Go ahead and meet me in down dog. You can step back. If you have a hop back in your practice, you can do that. And then either go through a flow or come directly to downward facing dog. Look to the top of the mat, soft knees, feet to hands. Lengthen halfway and fold. Let's do it again. Make your breath match your movement. Come up. Lower down as you exhale. Lengthen halfway to prepare. Exhale to fold. Vinyasa or a step back into down dog, your choice. If you're going through your flow, you're lowering down halfway, elbows into the ribs. And then come through your up dog or your baby cobra, meeting in down dog. Gaze to the top of the mat, feet to hands. Lengthen halfway when you arrive, and then fold, exhale, let it go. We'll do it again. Inhale, rise. Exhale, bend, fold. Inhale, lengthen halfway to prepare. Exhale, fold. Coming to down dog, however you'd like to arrive. Find your flow if that's in your practice today. Look to the top of the mat, step feet to hands, lengthen halfway, and fold. This time we're going to come to chair pose, sweep it up, set your hips down and back. Strength through the feet, rooting in. Take the arm variation that feels good on your shoulders. If it's okay on your knees, you can come down lower. Another breath in. Exhale to fold. Inhale to lengthen halfway. Exhale, fold. Let's step just the left foot back, lunge, come onto the ball of the foot. This time we're going to sweep it up, crescent warrior. Deep breath in. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Inhale, reach forward, get long. Exhale, twist across your body, bringing your thumb to your breastbone. You can also drop the back knee if that feels more accessible to you. Bring the hands back up high to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, drop the hands down to frame the front foot. We're going to step back to down dog, splits, right leg high. Exhale, right knee, right elbow. Do it again. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, right knee, right elbow. Send it back one more time, right leg high. This time, warrior one, step it up. And then rise. Inhale. Take a moment to sink into your feet, to swivel your left hip forward, right hip back. to make the connection with the earth. Exhale to come to cactus arms. Open your heart, lift. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, cactus. Do it again, reach up. And then find your cactus. This time, reach up. Take your hands to your heart. And then straighten your front knee. We're gonna step the back foot in a little bit and find pyramid pose. So square your hips, reach your hands up high. As you exhale, start to reach forward as you lengthen your spine. And then if you'd like to, you can keep going, dropping your hands to frame your front foot. If you have blocks or books at home, you're welcome to use them for a little extra lift. And then drop your head if that's accessible to you. Lengthening your spine every time you inhale. And then folding a little bit more every time you exhale. Revolve triangle pose. So you're going to bring your left hand to the inside of your right foot. I like to use a block here. Maybe widen your step a little bit. Right hand to right hip. You can stay here or you can start to twirl the right arm up. Encouraging the left shoulder over the right shoulder. One more breath in. And twist. Drop the right hand down to frame the front foot. Step forward, forward fold. Take your hands behind your back, interlace your fingers, find that shoulder stretch. You can keep your fist down at your low back, or you can start to draw your fist up and over your head. Drop your hands down to frame your feet. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. Let's come all the way back up. Reach up, long spine. Exhale, dive down, come all the way back down. Inhale to lengthen halfway. Exhale to fold. This time we're going to step just the right foot back, low lunge. Come onto the ball of the right foot. Bring your feet into 2 lanes of traffic and sweep up, crescent warrior. Find strength and activate through the back leg. Hands come together at the heart. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale to twist. Find your rotation here. Two more breaths. Inhale, come back for your crescent warrior, reach up. Exhale, drop your hands down to frame your left foot, and then step back, down dog splits. Left leg comes up high, breath in. As you exhale, bring your left knee to your left elbow. Let's do that again, send it back. Left knee, left elbow. Send it back one more time. This time we'll step it through, warrior one. Take a moment to plant your feet, and then rise. Let your shoulders fall away from your earlobes. Next time you exhale, breathe out to strong cactus arms. Inhale, reach up. Exhale to cactus. One more time, reach it up. Cactus arms. Reach it back up. Palms together, hands to the heart. Straighten the front knee. Setting up for your pyramid. Swivel your hips forward, and then reach for the sky and start to come forward, lengthen the spine, lengthen, lengthen, and then find your version of this pose. When you're ready to start taking revolve triangle, bringing your right hand to a block or to the ground on the inside of your left foot, or if you'd like more intensity, you can take the hand onto the left foot or to the outside of the left foot. Those are always options. And then when you're ready, start to lift the left arm up, trying to keep the left hip down. Bring the hand back down. We're going to step forward, find our forward fold, drop the head. This time, let's take the feet out a little wider, heels on the mat, toes off the mat, and we'll squat right down into our garland pose, Malasana. You can bring blocks under the hips here. You can sit directly on the ground, drawing your shoulder blades together, drawing the crown of your head up. This time we're going to drop the left hand down and send the right arm up high. It's a twist. If you want to work towards a bind, the right hand will come behind your back. And then you'll point your left thumb down to the ground and take it around the outside of your shin. See if I can get that connection today. Maybe, maybe, maybe not. And then once you have the connection, sitting up nice and tall. And then we'll switch sides. Same thing on the other side. You can stay in this open arm twist. Spreading the collarbone wide, or you can work towards the bind. Unbind if you have it. Come back through center. Bring your palms back together. Send your hands down to the ground. Lift your hips up high, forward fold. Start to walk your feet back towards one another so they're under your hips. Bend your knees a bit, and we'll sweep all the way up again. Palms together over your head. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale to your chair pose. Next time you exhale, straighten your knees, but come to stand, hands to heart center. Do that again. Inhale, chair. Exhale with control, press into your feet, come to stand, Tadasana. Inhale, Utkatasana, fierce pose. Exhale, Tadasana, mountain pose. Twice more. Lower with control, stand with control. One more time, lower, and then stand. Plant your right foot. We're gonna bring the left knee in towards you. Find your balance. And then very slowly with control, we're going to find warrior two. Big step back, plant the foot. Good, wide stance, bending into your front knee. Flip your front palm, peaceful warrior, up and back. Exhale, extended side angle. Keep going, dancing warrior. Inhale to reverse. Exhale to extend. Let's do it twice more. Reverse. Extend, reverse, and extend. We're going to stay here in this extended side angle. Reaching the left hand up and over your head. We can work towards the bind, half bind, left hand comes behind your back. Full bind, right arm comes under the right thigh. And then if and when you make the connection, pull the chest up so shoulder is over shoulder, keeping warrior 2 feet. Release the bind, come back to warrior 2. Straighten the front knee, flip the front palm, peaceful. It's actually reverse warrior here. And then we'll come to triangle pose. Reach forward, reach forward, reach forward. Drop the right hand, peel the left arm up. Come back up to a neutral spine, bend into your front knee. Flip your front palm, reach up and back. And then take your hands around to frame your front foot. Low lunge, come into your low lunge, and then step it back, and then come to down dog however you'd like. You might want to flow, you might want to come straight to down dog. Take a couple of breaths in your downward facing dog here, or child's pose. So you can rest in down dog or child's pose for the next few breaths. If you're in child's pose, come back to your downward facing dog. Slowly start tiptoeing your feet to the top of the mat. We're going to take our squat again. So come out wide, heels off, heels on, toes off, come right back into your malasana. Maybe it's a little easier this time, maybe not. If you have blocks or a bolster or pillows, you want to rest under your hips, you're welcome to do that, of course. Spread your toes wide, press your feet into the mat. We're going to come to stand. You use the strength in your legs, come all the way up. Inhale, reach for the sky. Exhale, come all the way back down, dropping your tailbone down. Inhale, come to stand, use the strength in your legs, push, 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 push. Exhale, come back down. Let's do that one more time. Coming to stand, and then coming back down to your squat. Hold it here, drop your hands, lift your tailbone, forward fold. Walk the feet back together, toe heel them together. We're going to bring the toes together, heels slightly apart, coming back into our chair pose, sweep it up. Exhale with control, mountain pose. Inhale, chair. Exhale, mountain. Do that twice more, lowering down, fighting gravity, and then pulling yourself back up slowly by pressing your feet firmly into the earth. One more time, lower, and then stand. Hold it for a moment, and then start to pull your right knee into your chest. Find your balance. Once you feel balanced, it's a nice, slow, controlled step back to warrior two, rotating the hips open. Gazing over your left fingertips, we'll take dancing warrior. Inhale, reach back. Exhale to extend. Do it with your breath. So it'll be 3 or 4 times with your own breath. One more time. And then next time you land an extended side angle, let's hold it. Now for this side, I'm not able to bind on this side, by non-bindy side, just an anatomy thing. So if you want to work on the bind and you have a strap or you have a bathrobe belt or something like that, you're going to take the strap behind you with your right hand, and then you'll take your left hand under your left thigh and find the other side of the strap. You can walk your hands as close together as you're able, and then come up into the bind with the strap assist. And then release the bind if you have it. Come back to warrior two. Straighten the front knee. Flip the front palm. Reach up and back. And then we'll take this into triangle pose. Pull yourself back up. Warrior two, gaze over the left fingertips. Peaceful warrior, inhale. Take it around. Plant the palms, come into low lunge, and then find plank, and then make your way to down dog, and we'll meet in child's. So this time as you come to child's, toes together, knees apart, heels back, take your hands back by your heels. See if you can grab your heels or touch your heels, or even rest your hands on the ground next to your heels as you drop your forehead. Leaning back in downward facing dog, tuck your toes, lift your hips high. Inhale your right leg up. This time send your right leg forward, low lunge, lift up through the crown of the head, lengthen through the spine, plant your left palm, peel your right arm up, find that rotation. Option to stay here or take this into side plank, stepping the right foot back and finding the variation you'd like here, maybe dropping your left knee down or coming onto your left forearm. And then we'll take this to wild thing. Take the ball of the right foot behind you, lift your hips, lift your right arm and reach back. Go ahead and set your hips down to the ground. Bring the right foot to the inside of the left thigh, extend your left leg, reach up and high. And then as you exhale, fold over your extended leg, head to knee pose. Lengthen. On the inhalation, fold on the exhalation. And then come back up, reach your hands up high to the sky. Take your left hand to the top of your mat. We're going to try to reverse engineer that. So bring your right toe to the ground, lift up wild thing. And then see if you can bring it back to side plank with control. And then drop the right hand down, find plank. And meet me in down dog. You can either flow or come straight to down dog. Staying in down dog for another breath. This time left foot will float up. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, step it through, low lunge. Engage to the back leg. Make sure the left knee is over the left ankle. And then plant your right palm and find that open twist. You can stay here, or you can start working towards side plank, taking the left foot back and finding your side plank variation. Keep that breath flowing even in these balancing postures. Wild thing, take the ball of the left foot behind your leg, lift your hips and take your left hand up and over your head. And then we're going to slowly set the hips down, coming to head to knee pose. So extend your right leg long, left foot to the inside of the right thigh, sit up tall, reach for the sky, and then fold over your extended leg. Come back up through neutral. We'll reverse it. So right hand comes down to the mat. Come onto the toe of the left foot and then find your wild thing. Lift your hips high. And then see if you can bring that back to Vashisthasana, side plank. Left hand floats down. Make your way to down dog. From down dog, walk your hands to the back of the mat. Find your forward fold to the back of the mat. Bend your knees, roll up slowly, bring your head and neck up last, and then gather your hands together at your breastbone. Find your mountain. Plant your right foot. Take your left knee in. Let's find tree pose. Be mindful of not pressing into your knee with your foot. And then we'll take the right arm up, left hand to the left thigh. And then if you want to challenge the balance a little, start to bend over to the left, finding length through the right side body. Come back to neutral. Bring the left knee back in, and then slowly set it down next to the right knee. We'll try it on the other side, gathering your hands together at your breastbone. Right knee comes in. Place your right foot into tree pose. If you'd like to lower the foot and bring it down near the ankle, that provides some extra support that might be helpful. And then we'll take that side bend, right hand to right thigh, left hand rises and reaches. Come back through a neutral spine. I can reach my ceiling because I'm in my basement, so that helps a lot. Bring your hands back together. Bring your knee back into your chest. Drop foot next to foot. Good, shake it out a little bit. So we're at the back of our mat now. Reaching up tall. Exhale to fold, hinge at your hips. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to fold. Walk your hands forward, find plank. Oops, find plank. And then we're gonna come to forearm plank. I got ahead of myself. Shoulders under the elbows. Really engage the core. Option to take some little dips. So take a breath in here, and as you exhale, dip both heels to the right, keeping your torso parallel. And then do it on the other side. Maybe take a couple more, do it with your own breath. I'm gonna make this my last one. And then we'll drop our hips, Sphinx pose. I'll rotate around towards you so you can see me. Elbows out a little bit in front of the shoulders, fingertips spread wide. Press into the forearms and lift the chest. As you breathe in, feel your belly press into the mat. As you breathe out, empty and relax the shoulders away from your ears. One more breath in and out. And then slide your hands back by your ribs and push up into table pose and find your cat pose. Round your spine, drop the chin. Shift your hips back a little bit to lengthen through the lumbar spine. Tuck your toes under, downward facing dog. Let's bring the right foot up, lead with the heel, inhale. And then take the right knee to touch the left elbow. Stay there, slide the knee to the right elbow, and then find pigeon. Coming onto your back for figure four if that feels more accessible to you. Using a block or a blanket or a pillow under your right hip if your hips aren't in one plane. And then when you're ready, find your version of resting half pigeon. You can come onto your forearms or your forehead. Make your way up onto your palms. Tuck your back toe under. Lift your back knee up and see if you can take one step back to downward facing dog. Pedal your feet, sway your hips. If you want to go through another plank to align your down dog, you can, or you can take another flow between sides. And then we'll set up for the other side. So this time, left foot will float up nice and easy. And then bring the left knee to touch the left elbow, hover, and then switch the knee to the right elbow. I did it opposite, didn't I? Go back and forth one more time, and then find your pigeon. Once you feel like both hips are in one long line, one straight plane, square yourself and come down. And then back up onto palms. Tuck the back toe under, lift the back knee up, down dog. This will be on the last down dog of your practice, so if you would like another flow, please take it. And when you're ready, we're going to meet on our bellies. One nice way to get there is Ardha Chaturanga, half Chaturanga. So drop your knees, and then you can come down as slow as possible with a little extra support. Send your right leg out long, roll over onto your right hip, and reach back for the left foot. Stretching this time through the front of the leg. If you can't make the connection between your hand and the foot, you can use your strap. You don't need a yoga strap. You can use a belt or a ribbon. So at this point, I know a lot of people have gone online and bought their own yoga props, which is a nice thing to do as you all are keeping up with your practice from home. Other side, so release the left foot, extend the left arm, roll over, and find the right foot with the right hand. Release the foot. Let's come back onto our bellies. Press back up, table pose. We're going to find a seated position. So cross your legs. You can face me. Coming to Sukhasana, easy seat. Just where we were when we started our practice. Take your hands to your knees. Roll your shoulders up and back. We'll do a little bit more for shoulders. I know we're all hunching a lot these days. Sending the left arm up high, bend your elbow, and take your right hand to try to help reach your left fingertips towards the center of your back. A little pressure with the right hand. And then if you'd like to add the bind, the right thumb is going to point down towards the earth as you reach back, looking for the connection between your fingertips. So if you don't have the connection, that's fine. You can hold out to your shirt or just reach in the direction of the opposite hand. And then draw your chest up. So try not to hunch over. If you're starting to hunch over, you can separate your hands more. But if you feel like you're nice and tall and you're not rounding the spine, you can start to, with a flat back, hinge at the hips. So it's different, rounding the spine, we don't want to do that. But from here to increase the sensation in the right shoulder, you can hinge at the hips. Back up to neutral. Release the hands. Big shoulder rolls. Open your chicken wings. Go in both directions. And then we'll do it on the other side. Right arm floats. Find that little stretch, reaching the fingertips to the middle of the back. And if you'd like to work on the bind, it's left thumb down, coming behind. This is my non-bindy side, so I'm not touching on this side. I'm just reaching in the direction. And then if you're rounding, sit up straight. If you want to hinge, you can hinge. Come out of your hinge, release the shoulders and roll them around. Before we come down onto our backs, one last seated posture. We'll take wide-legged forward fold. So this is another one where if you're finding yourself leaning back, you can help by taking just a pillow, any pillow or a blanket, and sitting right on the edge of it. And that'll help lift your hips up above your knees, so you'll be able to lengthen your spine more. So that's a really nice way to get the most out of this pose. So whether you're sitting on a blanket or a block or a bolster or on the ground, you want to sit up tall. And then I like to take a block in front of me, flexing the feet. You can use the block to start sliding out, right? It's a good way to measure how far you're coming. So you want to come as far as you need to come to feel a nice intense sensation in the inner thighs without coming into the C curve of the spine. So I'd encourage you to challenge yourself a little bit here, but not to the point of pain. I know I say that incessantly, but we're not coming to yoga to hurt ourselves, but rather to breathe through any discomfort that arises. So if you're finding that you can come further, maybe you're even coming onto forearms, or maybe even forehead eventually. This is a good time to practice awareness. Awareness of where you precisely feel sensation here. Just notice. Start to walk your hands back. You can use your hands to bend your knees, bring the soles of the feet to the ground, and let your knees rock from one side to the other side, all the way onto one hip and then the other hip. And we will start making our way onto our backs. So send your legs out in front of you, soles of the feet in front of you, and come down onto your back. Bring your knees in with you. Take some circles. Press your low back into the ground. Go in both directions. And then we'll drop the left foot down, extend the right leg high, interlace your fingers behind your right thigh or calf. Stretch through the back of the leg a little, roll the ankle around a little bit. And we'll come to our supine twist. You can bend into the right knee and roll over onto your left hip. Extend your right arm, soften your right shoulder. Use your left hand for a little bit of pressure. If you'd like to increase sensation, like a little self-assist here. And even here at the end of the practice, being really connected and tuned into your breathing. Coming on to your back again, we will switch sides, planting the right foot, send the left leg up. Find some length in the back of the left leg, and then lubricate through the left ankle joint. Bending the left knee, find supine twist the other way, drop both knees to the right. Extend the left arm this time. Back through center, hips to the ground. And then legs up the wall or waterfall pose now. So sending the feet up, softening the knees. If you're near a wall and you want to rest your heels against the wall, you can do that by scooting your butt to the wall. Soft knees, relaxed torso, relaxed face. If you have any blood pressure issues, leave your feet planted on the ground. Otherwise, we'll give this a few breaths, lowering our heart rate here, making it easier for our heart to pump, easier for oxygen to move through our bodies. Slowly start bringing your feet back down to the ground. Step your feet out, let your knees rock from side to side one last time. And then happy baby or some final knee circles. If you'd like to use your strap for happy baby, you can bring your strap around the bottom edges of your feet. Come out nice and wide, wider than you normally would, and pull the knees in towards your armpits. Rock back and forth. We are going to set up for final rest for Shavasana. So coming to your final rest, get comfy. Use any props you'd like. Melt down into the earth, let yourself be supported, and I will be right back with you. Resting mind and resting body. Begin to deepen your breath. Start to take some gentle movement. And then pull your knees in towards you. Take some movement as you press your low back down into your mat. And then roll over onto your right side for a moment where you can rest in your fetal position and absorb the benefits of your practice. Use minimal effort to come up to a comfortable seat, drawing your hands together at your heart. Thank you everyone for coming to your mat and for sharing your practice with me this morning. Namaste. Thank you everyone. I'm going to turn off the recording real quick and I'll turn